All right, y'all. We got a fat update, and it's been a while. I miss you guys. If anyone's still tuning in, what's up? I appreciate it. If you've clocked out, I completely understand. I want to go over some late 2024, early 2025 acquisitions. So everything you see here has not been discussed in a previous video. But I'm going to try to make this quick, y'all. You know I ramble. This is probably just going to make it worse. Let's take a swig. So my Christmas glass as usual. Let's go. Okie dokie. Let's get it started. So, local dealer actually came across a Iraqi veteran whose father served in World War II, who came back with a lot of stuff. Now, there were badges and uniforms and things that I could not afford. And from what I understand, these were all bringbacks. He was not a collector throughout his life, but pretty much everything you see, pretty much everything you see here comes from that grouping. So let's start up here. I don't know anything about these, y'all. I got it for a good price. I took a chance. You know, I know it's a bronze SA badge, sports badge. It almost appears as if someone has like put wax maybe on it to preserve it in some sort of way. But it's a good one. I've seen some that are just completely, devoid of any finish at all. Go for some money because they're like a rare variant. If anyone knows what variant this is, I know there are, a couple different patterns, 3 at least. Y'all let me know. Anyways, I don't think it's anything that special, but I bought it for a good price. This might be my favorite medal out of everything we're going to talk about here today, okay? It's a parade mount, war merit, second class without swords, and I forget what style, this is like the Prinzen size or something, like the smaller size, but there is reinforcement in here, like this is like cardboard. And you can see there's a rivet. So this was on a metal bar. And this ribbon is different than this ribbon. And this ribbon, this is the standard war merit ribbon, yeah? Okay, look at this finish. I mean, it's screaming. If someone, first of all, this is original. I know it's original. If someone were to have cleaned this up at some point, they did a phenomenal job. And I prefer it this way. It's just so unique. And you see golly, the detail's insane. And it just looks like a smaller version of that. You see patina in the edges of the frame like you would want to see on some of these. Now, these two here are 2 very nice war merits. Actually, this one here, I believe is an earlier one. I think it's made from Tomback. And can you see how it's darkened behind the Schweinsteiger? I'm not sure if I'm going to get banned for even saying that. I'm showing like a million here, but anyways, I believe these ones with bright highlights, and there's no pitting on the highlights here, or on the frame and the swaz, but there's like darkened bronze or Tomback on the pebbling, so that's unique. For sure. I'm going to switch hands because I shouldn't be holding really anything without a glove. I've learned that the hard way. And another nice example, this is probably later made in bronze. Flip it over just for the hell of it. Just this cross design is my favorite. And I'm still waiting on a cased first class war merit. Y'all help me out. I've been looking for one for so long, but I am kind of a condition freak when it comes to one of those. I'll wait. Anyways, West Wall medal. So more bronze. Nice ribbon. This was probably parade mounted to, or probably put in a shadow box. I'm not sure. But it's pretty even, so it's been like that for a long time. You see that it's almost the same as this, almost like this like artificial darkening. But this is a very nice condition, West Wall medal. So, you know, these were awarded for fellows who worked in preparing for D-Day because they knew it was going to happen. Anyways, we got a 25-year service medal. Pretty good shape, you know. The white is missed, like you want to kind of see the white frosting in the swaz. Someone may have cleaned this up a little bit, but again, tasteful. It's a good looking, these are always just, you know, just so stunning and striking. You'd think if you didn't really know the background, like that this would be awarded to someone of much higher stature and it'd be worth much more, especially this one. Now this one actually is in better condition. Look at the gold in between the legs of the swaz. The gilt. This is mint. It's got a better catch. This catch is kind of effed up a little bit. This catch here is gold, and you know this is a real killer one. I might just keep this. Got a frown shaft. Came with that same grouping. This is like an Ort level. These are actually harder to find. You know, I don't really care for political stuff, but I was able to cross-reference this with probably one or two only, but I found M192 RZM marked ones that were the same size, same details, and you know, I'm banking on it being original, of course, like everyone banks on everything being original. And if it is, it's in phenomenal shape. I'm trying to get a better shot of it, but to me, it's real. And y'all can, you know, fight about it in the comments. Mother's Cross, the Honor Cross of the German Mother in bronze. Decent finish left to the, I might be covering the microphone, sorry about that. Decent finish left to the enamel. And you can see this ribbon is just absolutely unissued. It's almost rare to see really good condition medals versus really nice condition ribbons. So that's a nice one for sure. Early bronze, like the darkened bronze we talked about. Got a, you know, this is a wide frame, a fat boy. There's certain collector terms for these styles of EK2s, Iron Cross Second Class. Flat frame, I believe, is what it is. You see how it, instead of directly following the curvature of the ribs, the very edges of the frame kind of flatten out a little bit, giving it a fatter appearance. Kind of like a Knight's Cross in a way. Anyways, I actually prefer the thinner ones. The Schnickel form ones are really cool. They're the same design as the World War I. I don't have one yet in my collection. One day I will. This came from bevo.com. Excellent website. I really like that guy. He answers his emails. He makes cool YouTube videos. And I think I'm going to keep this one. Now, it's not the best condition one I have, but just something about the silvering. And this is unmarked. Mind you, all three of these are, the ones I've shown you so far at least are all unmarked. So I'm not sure, but something about this one just makes me happy. The honesty. It looks like it was worn 85 to, whoops, sorry, give me 1 second. 85 to 90% condition is fine with me. Almost perfect for iron crosses. And here's another one. This has more of a matte black finish. If I were to guess, maybe Klein and Quenzer, they were making, well, I'm not sure. They had, Klein and Quenzer had wider swastikas, I believe. I have no clue, guys. But unmarked, still got decent silvering to the frame, and really good paint. Really, really nice paint. So this one's actually, kind of forgot that this was a pretty decent piece. I thought it was, I bought it. God, I haven't made a video in so long. I bought this in like November of last year. Okay, this came from another collector, so these are online. These were all from that one grouping. These two actually came from another collector. Yeah, decent EK2. Again, look at the paint. Look at the thickness of it on the swaz. Again, unmarked. Ugh, how annoying. But, you know, guys, if you've seen, like, a video about how to recognize one of these, it's really not that hard. And someone's going to say it's fake in the comments. Now, here's one that is kind of a head scratcher. Beautiful, stunning EK2 World War I. We can see with the imperial crown, the W for Wilhelm II, 1914, and check out the paint as well as the silvering on the sides. It is patinated so well. I'm not going to show you the spange or the spank. I'm just going to call it a spank. Okay, I'm not going to show you the spank. Okay, I want you guys to kind of make your own judgment here. It's unmarked again. Now this is 115% a real EK2 from World War I. There's not a doubt in my fucking mind, right? Now, move up here. Look at okay, the ribbon follows the curvature of the loop here, which would indicate probably use for a ribbon bar. Here's where things get a little tricky. Wehrmacht award forums, well, they didn't care for this spang whatsoever. It is a 25mm Prinzen spang. And folks, if you look here, someone bent it. Was it originally done? Was it done afterwards? Why would someone do it afterwards? Someone would take the time to, you can't, these things take time, decades and years, to develop that form, and literally you won't be able to get rid of that. This thing was bent a long fucking time ago is what I'm saying. You know, they pointed out on the Wehrmacht Award forums that there's like 4 known makers. This one doesn't follow any of the characteristics of those 4 known makers, but guys, just take a look. I think it's nickel. It's early. Damn, I'm not giving this the best. I'm not doing this justice, I don't think. God dang it. Yeah. Anyways, that's that. Y'all make your own determination. I bought it again for a pretty good price. I'm just gonna keep it, and I'm not gonna listen to the haters. It looks cool. It looks original to me. Look at this. Come on. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm naive. I am. Okay, that took up too much time. Cool late war belt buckle. Now these were like anodized, right? This is 1943. Not anodized, but they weren't painted. You will see these that are bluish, grayish, or greenish, and had something to do with the treatment of the metal. I'm not sure. It probably saved time and money towards the end. But this one you can see clearly is green, and has clearly been, worn. You see little scuffs and whatever here. But on the Eagle, the Gottmittels, there really isn't any loss to that anodized paint, whatever you want to call it. This one is marked. Let me zoom out. ESL43. Now, I'm no belt dude, but I look at the internet like obsessively. I've never seen ESL. Y'all let me know. I got that for a pretty good deal, and I took a chance because I'm not a belt guy whatsoever, or a buckle guy, excuse me. This is, just a cockade for a visor. This has been cross-referenced, and you want to see this on this too. You see how both the prongs are going this way? From what I've seen,
that's kind of a hallmark feature for these 2 marked Geschkesh. I believe this is a Junker made Junker, Junker, right? Junker made piece. All right, let's keep it moving. This is good. It looks really nice and clean. It's good. This is, I believe, an M38 Eagle. Tunic removed. Not the best job on the removal, but look at that bevo weaving. It's not all wavy. It's a pretty damn good Eagle. I might keep it. What's up, y'all? So, got interrupted last night. It's the next day. We're going to finish up, okay? Let's pick up where we left off. I'm going to try to make this short, all right? I believe we were talking about this M38 breast eagle. Again, tunic removed. Pretty good shape. Not super desirable, but my first piece of insignia, and I'm pretty happy about it. If you go back, you can see the bevo stitching on the reverse of this piece here. I believe it's original. And let's check if we talked about this war merit in another video. I believe that's it for the medals. I believe that's it. Except for this one. Now, you guys know I love to make fun of Thomas Whitman, but I must give it to him. I got this from his website for a good deal. Now, I hardly buy anything online if I can avoid it, but went to his medals section and he had this listed for a price I'm not going to name because I've seen them on other reputable websites for double. This is a Klein and Quenzer Iron Cross, unissued, with the unissued ribbon and the wax. Now, this is like as fragile as Egyptian papyrus. I probably shouldn't have the metal on it at all, but let's get a, oh boy, y'all please forgive me, y'all collectors out there. Let's get this in glove. Yeah, silvering is just stunning. The paint is stunning. Let's check the reverse out. Same story, we got a little nick, just a little one there. But I love the way this thing has darkened. Klein and Quenzers typically do that, but this one, since it's been unissued, you can see it's pretty much got 100% of the silvering and 100% of the paint. Now, Klein and Quenzer, how do we prove that? Well, I can't other than show you the marking, and y'all can look it up for yourself. Let's see if we can get that in focus. Y'all see a 6.5? Oh, wow, came in focus. There we go. 65, Klein and Quenzer. All right? Now, whoops, sorry. If we very carefully get this stuff out the way, carefully, and flip this bad boy over, Klein and Quenzer. So this is a whole ass original set, y'all, from Whitman. And I'm sorry for the impersonations, Whitman. I still think you're kind of a fraud, but hey, you know what? Thank you for the deal on this one. I don't think you knew what you had. So, gently place that back there. Okay, edged weapons. Now I've had this police bayonet for a while, but we'll talk about it briefly. And Alexander Koppel. This is a municipal police, and it is a slotted cut down from the Weimar period. So what I mean by that is, first of all, slotted means you can see you could actually attach this to a K98. And by cut down, I mean that during the Third Reich, Himmler and the police forces decided to take the Weimar-produced police bayonets, shorten them, and I'll show you some signs to tell in just a second. One of them is actually here. You see that hole that's been filled in? It's because I shortened the stag grip. By the way, this is stag, so deer antler. Very nice condition. You know, this age is like ivory. And look, there's just no pitting on the pommel or the spine. There is some finish loss on the nose of the eagle, but really striking early police eagle, the hollow background, and just stunning stag. The contrast between the dark and the lighter parts of the stag is really something to behold. Great leather, good fittings. We are missing a little bit of finish on the back here. Shit happens, you know. But let's see, let's take a look at the blade. And I'll tell you about the cut down. So, blade's in decent condition. Looks a lot better here on camera. You know, there are some spots on it. I'll try to do my best to show you. Couple of spots. This needs a wipe down too. A little pitting here and there, but I mean, I can't complain. I can't. So, these were converted from Weimar police bayonets. And do you see how the fuller, the blood fuller, runs all the way down to the tip instead of, well, very close to the tip, instead of stopping a couple inches before? Well, that means it was cut down. Normally, pretty much all Third Reich blades, the blood fuller would end here and then the blade would go another couple inches, right? So those Weimar ones were ridiculously long, and Himmler made the choice, well, you know, Himmler and the police forces made the choice to cut them down using the existing Weimar bayonets, make the grip shorter, and put that there instead of the Weimar insignia. So, really cool. Not super rare or anything. This one's Alexander Koppel. Oh, and one more thing to show you too. So, during this process of sort of re-arsenaling these, if you want to call it, oftentimes they would place a blade with just another re-arsenaled scabbard, and the numbers wouldn't match. But this one does. So let's see if I can, oh lordy, lordy. Look who's 40, I can't, oh no. SM2 723. Just fast forward that part, y'all, sorry. SM2 723. So we got a matching example here. That means this thing has been together its whole life during the Weimar period, throughout Nazi Germany, and now, you know, in my hands. So pretty cool bayonet. Definitely something that every collector, if you have bayonets, you gotta have one of these. Just a few pieces that I've shown but never described. Fireman's dress bayonet. How you can tell is that it has the S-shaped crossguard. This is the longer style, painted scabbard. Excellent fittings. These are never slotted, and really good, outstanding grip, really. Let's take a look at the blade. Absolutely stone cold mint by a pretty rare maker. I believe this is Horst Wolf, actually made in Leipzig instead of Solingen, where probably 99% of everything else is made. And Horst Wolf is a blade maker. That's not any distributor. So this was made in Leipzig, Germany. I've never seen another Horst Wolf piece. And here we have a short army dress bayonet for an enlisted man or an NCO, parade use or dress out, walk out use. Take a look at the blade on this one here. Again, same song and dance. I don't believe that's sharpening. I believe that's just some wiggle from the, from being in and out the scabbard and perhaps having a little bit of play there. You can see this is G. Weiersberg and Solingen. So the Weiersberg family, the WKC, Paul Weiersberg, G. Weiersberg, they were prominent blade makers. All right, y'all, my camera keeps running out of space, so let's try to make this quick. I showed you the two dress bayonets. Before we get into the combats, let's talk about the sword here. This is a Friar von Stein pattern, Eichhorn, dovehead sword. Now, y'all know, well, if you don't, I'm not a sword guy at all. But what I love about this pattern is that it uses the army eagle versus, most cross guards will have an eagle with its wings spread out. This one just has the Army Eagle that you would see on a standard or even just a helmet decal. And you can see the patinization is quite lovely. Look at that. So all the gold's been untouched, and where it remains is great. I just love this one. It's not 100% gilt, but it's good enough for me. So let's check the blade out. This thing is absolutely massive. It is about 37 inches. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. So, blade's pretty much mint on this one. What you will notice though, since this is technically saber shaped, it looks like there is some, like someone had buffed this blade a bit. However, my theory is that since it's so damn long, that this is just wiggle from the, from whatever runners exist inside the scabbard, right? And it's hardly noticeable. Oh, there you go, you can see it, right? Looks like someone would buff it. If a kid were to mess with this thing, it would not be in this condition. On the reverse, again, it's hardly noticeable. Really cool style, really cool pattern. Sword, again, I'm not a sword guy, but I took a chance. Took a chance on love, baby, and I found one that I frankly really, really enjoy. So I'm going to keep this one in the collection for a little bit at least. All right, combats. Let's go over to that section here. So I got a couple new combat bayonets. First off, let's zoom out. I have a WKC. This is a 1940. I do have a 1940 already, but I don't have a WKC. This one's matching. And not in the best of shape, but I got a great deal on this. I got an eBay gift card for Christmas, and I immediately went and bought this. The guy was not asking much for a matcher. Let's just prove it. Okay. 323, 323, and WKC. So, as common as WKC is, you don't see a whole lot of WKC K98 bayonets. You can see the finish is pretty much entirely gone on the pommel, but hey, this is cool. I actually, it's going to sound pretentious, but I collect condition, right? And this is more of a field used, field worn, combat worn, whatever the hell you want to call it. It was over there, right? And it was used, but it's still got honesty to it, and I just like it. It's got a lot of character. It speaks to me. So got that one. May have shown you this one in another video. This is a mismatch. I may have in a short. YouTube keeps deleting my damn shorts, so they can eat my shorts. Beautiful plumb blade on this one. Now this is not a matcher, but damn, is that blade not nice? Screamer, plum, gotta love it. You just gotta love it. So, and the lighting is not doing it the best of justice here. It's kind of one of those gotta see it in person type things. All right, I gotta move quickly. This is a matching one. It's an EUF holster. Much better bluing on the scabbard, or I'm sorry, on the pommel, versus the WKC I showed you. Again, this is 1940 like the WKC, but unlike the WKC, it's got pretty much a tits up blade. Ooh, be careful there. Oh yeah, so the blade is real nice, real nice. You know me, I like the blades, I like the K98 blades, and I like them looking good and sharp and blue. So let's test the numbers here. Test the numbers. Let me just show you guys the numbers, if I can. 7362. Okay, and 7362. So we got a matcher here. This is EUF holster. There we go. So just a great addition to my collection. You got some finish loss, not really finish loss, more just like patinization to the bluing on the scabbard. It's turned a bit of a brownish color. I like it. It stands you know, in contrast with most other scabbards. And you can tell it's not all pitted out and worn. It's just oxidized. Now, this is my prized possession, y'all. This is probably the best bayonet I have scored in my collecting career. This is a Gebruder Heller 1935 G-date matching in what I would consider absolute mint condition. And I'm going to make a longer video about this because there are features on this blade that you will just simply not find on other later made pieces. So these K dates were for, you know, something with a K at the end was 1934, something with a G at the end, I'll show you in a second. Something with a G at the end was 1935. So let's do the numbers test. I don't know why I call it that, but let's do the numbers thing first. 7128, or I'm sorry, dyslexia got the best of me. 7218, 7218. And you can see that this has got more of a cobalt style bluing. And some of you haters might say, that's been reblued, that's been reblued. Well, I'm a K98 bayonet freak. Forms told me it was good, y'all. And again, there are some features such as this long fuller that extends beyond the cutout here that are unique to this piece, as well as just the overall thickness of the blade. We can talk about that further. Comment down below if there's anything y'all want to see in more detail, because I am, again, moving kind of quickly. All right, so this is a M4 bayonet, early one for the M1 carbine. Interesting that they made these because hardly any M1 carbines in World War II actually had bayonet lugs, but they were thinking in advance, I suppose. The M3 fighting knife is basically the same thing without the lug there for the, you know, for the bayonet to fit on the rifle. You can tell this one's early because it's got the, you know, the cosmoline still on it. Well, you know, not necessarily a sign that it's early, just unused. And it has just pure graphite finish to it. Mint condition. Never have I seen leather in this shape on one of these bayonets. And we'll talk about this again, probably in another video. I'll compare it with my other M4 that I have. They are, you see how kind of rough it is? It's a little rough, it's a little wonky. However, your boy did hours of cross-referencing on these early ones, and I will say, early, who makes this one again? Is it Imperial? No, it's Utica. Early Uticas I've seen with this distinctive bow in the middle here. You see how it bows out to the right just a little bit? I've seen that exact same feature on these earlier M4 bayonets. So this one came with a painted scabbard, and you want to see US M8 if you're collecting World War II. M8A1 is Korea and later. This one's been painted, not anodized. I'm just going to call it anodized because I do not know the actual treatment process they achieved to get, you know, the green that you see on most of these. So you got a painted scabbard. You can see it all the way up here. Just a killer piece. Ah, God, I already got one, but I might keep this one as well. Okay, so we talked about the bayonets, the sword over here, and I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. We've never talked about these, have we? My pistols. Now, these were all inherited from my late father. Rest in peace. We don't have enough time to talk about them today, guys, but let's just quickly show what we got here. So this is a re-arsenaled 1918 Colt, and you can see the re-arsenal mark. Oh God, barely. Can you see underneath the grip there? There's an O and a G. It's Ogden, New York, or Ogden, where they re-arsenaled this one. And they put an A1 style trigger, but they don't have the A1 cutout nor do they have the A1 spring housing. So this is a cool re-arsenal. I really like the looks of this one, to be honest with you. And, you know, it's got some honest wear to it. They parkerize these, obviously, and you can see where it's kind of wearing off. But my God, do I love this thing. It's just, you know, going to be in the collection forever. P38, also inherited from my father. His father bought this at a antique mall for, I believe, $40 back in the 60s. This is CYQ. And that means spree work. Anyways, real minty condition. We'll talk about it in the future. And finally, we got a World War I. I know it's got a World War II magazine, but I'm looking for a World War I magazine. But this is a DWM Luger P08. Iconic, you know, good grips. A little bit of strawing left to the trigger there. Other components were like this was strawed, and by strawed I mean it's actually heat treated to achieve a bronze-ish color. Yeah, other side looks good. These are my pride and joys, inherited them. I'm not gonna sell them. Anyways, y'all, long video. Thank you for, you know, your patience. If you're still watching the video, if you're still watching the channel, period, thanks. Appreciate every single one of y'all, and hope to make some more videos soon. Tell me what y'all would like to see more of in the comments below, and I will follow up. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.